Hi, and welcome back to the weekly inspiration with me, your host, Tonya Melendez, the Tarot Life Coach and your Go2Guru girlfriend. So, we are about to start a new month. Today is September 30th, and we are going into October. One more month closer to the end of the year. Wow, hasn't it gone by so fast? So, a few planetary things that are going on. Then we'll get into our prayer, and then we'll talk about what our power phrase is, do our readings for this week, our weekly inspirations, and then I have a few announcements for this week. So first things first, so we have a new moon in Libra on the 4th, and this new moon is all about really sorting through, getting clear, releasing a lot. Again, new moons are all about new intentions, new energy. And remember, the full moons are that energy about letting go, but also manifesting. So the seeds that you plant now should be manifested by the time the full moon comes. So be very clear. That new moon, again, is in Libra, and it is on Wednesday, or I'm sorry, I take that back. It is on the 4th. This is also a very tricky time where we get to understand what our challenges are and how we overcome them. Do we fall down and stay down, or do we get up and embrace the change, embrace the newness, and decide to go a little bit more? It's really up to you, and that's what this Libra sun is allowing us. And then it also lets us see how adaptable we are. Are we ready for change? Do we embrace change, or do we, push it back? Remember, life is constantly changing. Life is always moving, and so are we. So why does change frighten us so much? Why do we allow ourselves to get stuck in that which we no longer want? So with that said, let's go ahead and take it to prayer, and then I'll show you what cards we're using today, and we'll get into our message. So go ahead and put your hand on your heart, just breathing in good, breathing in grace, breathing in gratitude, knowing that this divine and perfect moment is that it is divine and it is perfect. And so I'm just breathing in, knowing good, grace, and gratitude fills my very beingness. It fills my heart, it fills my mind, fills my spirit, fills my body. I know I am grounded and surrounded in love. And as I know that this is my truth, I absolutely know for everyone watching and listening, this is the truth for you. You are grounded and surrounded in love. You are uplifted and shifted into the rightness and the right-mindedness of who you are. So I'm just blessing our week, calling it good, calling it graceful, calling it great, knowing that our minds are blessed, our bodies are blessed, our spirits are blessed, and we are so blessed. I bless our home, wherever we live. I bless our modes of transportation. I bless our relationships. I bless our families, our pets. I bless all of it, calling it all good. I bless our work and whatever it is we are put on this planet to do, knowing we are showing up and we are grateful to do so. So I'm just willing to know the truth for all of us for this week. I'm so grateful for this and so much more. I release these words and let it be. I let it go and let God, and so it is. Yay! So that is our prayer for today, and our power phrase for this week then is grounded and surrounded in love. Woo, open to receive that divine and beautiful message. And because we are grounded and surrounded in love, if we remember that is the truth of who we are at all times, there is no way that fear can seep in. So our cards this week that we're going to use for our mantra, I'm going to use the Goddess cards today. And our message is going to come from the Archangels. I love working with these two sets of cards. And again, because it's a new month and it's a new energy, I really want to bring in a lot of that new energy right away. So let's go ahead and get started with our Goddess mantra message. And I also wanted to read something to you from my Course in Miracles book that I keep right there. And sorry you had to see me reach over for it, but I'm so excited about tonight is the Oneness Cafe. And what the Oneness Cafe is really kind of like my brainchild, but it's been brewing in me for quite a while for me to step fully into my teacher role. And so with the Oneness Cafe is all about is bringing kindred spirits together. We're going to study Course in Miracles. We're going to study Science of Mind. We're going to study spiritual principles and practices so we can bring them into our life. This will be a weekly Google Hangout. The reason I want to do Google Hangout is because we can all be together no matter where we are and use this beautiful technology to put us all together. And the cool thing is with Google Hangout, we can all see each other and we can all interact with each other. So I'm so excited about that. It's tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the cool thing is also, I'm going to have a monthly gathering in the Miami area. So if you are local and want to be a part of the Oneness Cafe, send me an email, because I'm also looking for a rotating place to host these monthly gatherings. So it'll be an every week study group, and then we will have a monthly gathering. And I'm really hoping in the monthly gathering I'll be able to do a small video of our in-person gathering here in the Miami area to again share and study with you. So I'm trying. I'm going to use this technology. We might as well. We've got it, right? So please, if you are interested, you can sign up 3 different ways. I've created an event on Facebook. I've also created a meetup group for Oneness Cafe, as well as go to Tarot Life Coach altogether, no spaces in between, Tonya Melendez at Google Hangout. There is a video I've put on the meetup, how to use Google Hangout. If you don't know how to use it, there is an instructional video to show you how. So if you're like, what is Google Hangout? There's a video. You can find it on Facebook and you can find it on the meetup group. So if you're interested, it's tonight. First class tonight, September 30th, and we're going to be studying the Course in Miracles tonight, talking about what it is I really want to bring with the Oneness Cafe. And I really want to bring a sacred circle of kindred spirits together so we can practice our spirituality together. Because just like in the Bible, and you know I don't quote the Bible very much, when there are two or more are gathered in my name, all is onto them. And so I'm wanting to bring my spiritual practice to you because I am living my spiritual practice. All right, so let's see what the goddess has to say, and then I'll get into some more announcements. All right. So the first one, our mantra message. I'm sorry, I picked 3 cards. Let me shuffle it up again. I was so excited about what I was doing, I wasn't paying attention. So it's our mantra message. All right, so I'm going to just cut the deck once. And here we go. We get Ixchel, Medicine Woman. You are divine healing channel of divine energy of healing. So allow yourself to step boldly and bravely into your healingness. And your healing is not just for yourself. Your healing is for everyone around you. So it says you are a channel for divine healing power. Step into that. And I don't know if anyone has ever seen, I'm sorry, the card is kind of falling out of my hand. I do have a tattoo, and it's of Isis, but I have incorporated some of the energy of Ixchel in my tattoo, and it's about that divine feminine energy. So step into your healing energy, Medicine Woman. I love that we got that. All right, so let's go into see what the archangels have to say for us today for our message. And that is 3 cards, so I was jumping the gun. And you know, I like to use the goddess cards with the full moon because the moon energy is that feminine energy. And so let's see. All right, well, here we go. The first one we get is Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children, in particular children who are sensitive. So this is for a lot of us who are indigo and crystal children, but also any indigo and crystal children that may be around us. Embrace that childlike energy. Embrace that childlike atmosphere and awe and wonder in ourselves, because remember, we are surrounded and grounded in love. A lot of times as children, that is where we learn and have our wounds. So allow yourself to be taken care of. That's what I'm really feeling with this card. And embrace your inner child. Heal your inner child so you can let go of being a wounded adult. So this is what this new moon is going to be all about. Remember, I said at the beginning, it's going to be about how you deal with challenges and stumbling blocks? Do you fall and stay down, or do you get up? I always rise up because I see every challenge as an opportunity for me to keep going forward. I don't ever stay down. And if you knew me, and I have so many friends who are like, I don't know how you do it, but you never let anything get you down, it's because I have a very strong faith and tenacity, and my tenacity is my faith. And so that's how I'm living, and I know I'm grounded and surrounded in love, so I'm offering that to you. So next card we get is Archangel Uriel. You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So you know what to do. I had been getting this urge to step into my teacher's shoes. And I was like, no, I'm not ready. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about the Course in Miracles. I don't know enough. And so I would read. And then something kept saying, Tonya, it's time for you to step into your leadership role. Tonya, it's time for you to go for it. You know what you know. And so I just said, all right, I'm doing it. I signed up for meetups. I put the Oneness Cafe together, and I'm going for it. It's tonight. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm stepping out. It's going to be on video. Everyone's going to see me, being, again, doing what I know it to do. And so I do know what to do because I am being guided, and so are you. So trust that. And then we get Archangel Jophiel. Clear your space. Get rid of clutter energy around you and use feng shui. So again, that new moon energy. Let go of that which no longer serves you. Don't be afraid to let go of the old. Embrace the new, because you can't embrace the new holding on to the baggage of yesterday. You got to travel light. Let go of yesterday. Goodbye. Doors closed. Clear the space for something new. Welcome your new beginning right now, because if you don't, how else is that door going to open? You got all those bags of resentment, of guilt, of shame, of judgment, of unforgiveness. Close that door. That's all from the past. So, okay, so let's get into our message for today from the tarot. And another great announcement I wanted to talk to you about is also my Soul to Soul sessions. So I'm offering now 30-minute sessions on Google Hangouts on Wednesdays and Fridays. Details of the hours and how and everything are on my website. But what the Soul to Soul sessions are, looking at 4 key parts of our life: our success and money, love and relationships, health and wellness, and spirituality and connection. And the reason I decided to do this is because in 30 minutes we can start to chip away at the changes that you want to incorporate in your life. And it also allows me to help you be accountable for what it is that you want in your life. And the reason it's Soul to Soul is because we are just talking about what it is you want to create in your life. None of the past stuff. Of course, we have to pull that stuff out. And in 4 weeks is all it takes for you to shift your perception. You know, they say to break a habit is 21 days. So I'm giving us that same amount of time to really shift who we are, or actually a little bit longer, but shift and to create the life that you want. I'm going to be your cheerleader. I'm going to be giving you homework. I'm going to, give you opportunities to really look at some of the things within you that have kept you playing small, that have kept you in your comfort zone. Because you can have comfort, or you can have, the life that you want. So it's really up to you. And, I learned that from Brene Brown. She had a wonderful, and I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure I get it right. But she said you can choose comfort or you can choose courage. And I just love that. So again, let me be your cheerleader. Let me help you get the life and have the life that you want by loving the life that you have. That's the Soul to Soul connection. There's 30 minutes for 4 weeks, so I need a 4-week commitment. If you look at the times on Wednesday and Friday, we can do it. In 30 minutes, you can start to change your life. Once a week, we can even, like I said, spend your lunch with me. So let's see what the tarot have to say for us this week. All right. Okay, all right. So the first card we get is 7 of Pentacles. And what this card is telling me is to focus on that which we have, not on what we don't have. This is really about allowing ourselves to fully embrace gratitude. Again, he looks like he's downtrodden, but he's got the gifts in front of him. But when you're not being grateful, you're forgetting about the opportunity we get to breathe. How many of us have lost someone or know someone who is hooked up to a machine and they can't breathe? We need to be grateful for being alive. And we have this energy of wanting, 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 that we need more and more and more. But what's really happening with that wanting energy is that is a limiting energy. It says that we don't have, and that's what this card represents. So if you think you don't have something and you want something, you have to let that energy go, because that keeps you playing in the small ego self. Step into your big self. Step into your I know what I need and I need what I have right now. So that's what this is about, all about gratitude. Then we get the Queen of Swords. And so what this is telling me, again, Queen is that, of course, feminine energy. Swords represent air and thought. She's got her focus, pinpoint. Remember, you change your thinking, change your life. You absolutely can. Remember, I talked last week about the book E Squared by Pam Grout. It's a wonderful book about how our thinking really does influence our life. So that's what this is about. Change your thinking, change your life. If you want some help with this, join in the Oneness Cafe tonight, so we can start to work together so you can cultivate that right-minded thinking instead of fear. And I'm definitely gonna read you this quote from Course in Miracles. And then we get the Star card. So this is letting us know that yes, if you look at her, she's surrendered, hands up to the sky, show me the way, guide me to my guidance. She's asking for, what do I do now? This is your Holy Spirit, higher self, saying, what do I need to do? Show me the way. There is nothing that we can do. It is all in our higher self. It is all in our thinking. We think we control our lives, but that is absolutely not the truth. We are either destined or we are fated. Fated is a fear-based energy. Destined is following your dream, just like following your bliss. Just like I said, something I've been saying, Tonya, it's time for you to teach. Tonya, it's time for you to teach. Tonya, it's time for you to teach. Every single time I was like, okay, I'm going to teach a class. Okay, I'm going to teach this. Okay, I'm going to teach that. But I needed to remember what it was I needed to teach. That's the most important. And I knew it is the Course in Miracles. I am going to be a teacher and a student. I am a student and teacher of A Course in Miracles. Not going to be, I am a student and teacher of A Course in Miracles. And so that's what this is representing. Again, give up the idea that you're in control and allow your faith to be your guide. And so with that said, like I said, I wanted to read you this quote. And in my book, it's on page 55. And it said, no one who lives in fear is really alive. Wow. How simple is that? No one who lives in fear is really alive. So allow yourself to think past your boundaries. Allow yourself to see past your comfort. Step into your courageous zone. Step into your greatness. Step into the life that you truly want. Okay, so announcements. So Wednesday night, I am going to be the special guest of Dr. Lauren Cilio of the Golden Rose Psychic Services. So if you are on the East Coast, where I am on the East Coast here in Florida, it's at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And remember then, if you're in California, it's at 6:30. So check out your time zone. I will have a link on my Facebook, on my website, and wherever else you can find me. It'll be on Twitter. And then also remember, Thursday, I have the Talking with Tonya show, where every week we talk about a different spiritual thing. And last week I talked about past lives. This week I'm not quite sure yet, but this is really about me, again, stepping into my teacher, stepping into my speaking role, and stepping into my writing, because again, I am working on, getting my book out, and I am going to start adding excerpts to the website or in different areas. So be on the lookout for that as well. And my website is www.tarotlifecoach.com. My email is tarotlifecoach@gmail.com. Please find me at Tonya Melendez on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and anything else. And let me check and make sure I have no other announcements. Okay. So again, if you're ready to step into the life that you really want, sign up with the Soul to Soul sessions. They're 30 minutes once a week. I think you can make that commitment to yourself. Invest in yourself. This is my gift to you doing these videos. This is the newsletter. Also sign up for the Miracle Moments newsletter. Comes out every Monday on your inbox, 9 a.m. You can find that also on my website. Again, I'm so excited to be the special guest of Dr. Lauren Cilio and the Golden Rose Psychic Services out in California. That will be a Blog Talk radio show. Please look for the link on my website and tune in on Thursday at 11 Eastern Standard Time as well for the Talking with Tonya radio show. All right, my beloveds, just know that you are loved, you are light, you are grounded and surrounded in love, and we are having a blessed and amazing October. Step into it. Know that it's already good, because it is. Until next week, everybody, peace and blessings.